Sorry about that, my recording cut short. I must have had it too long. Okay, to carry on with this is part 2. The mech suit can be healed by engineers. It is extremely slow, but yet extremely powerful. As you can see, it needs upgrading. Without any upgrades on it, it is a pretty weak class. But, apparently that was it is a very, very powerful class, soaking up hundreds of bullets. Hundreds of enemies will be destroyed if you use this class correctly. I never got a good feel for this class, it's just not my type of style. Okay, so now that we've finished with the classes, I'm just going to place the light assault, which I tripped out of my and we're going to show off some of the vehicles and aircraft in the game. I might not be quick with this, but I'm going to get it done, so the game is very familiar. If I just run down here. As you can see, we have the Flash. The Flash is a quad bike, very fast. One man can fit on the back. You can have a light machine gun sat on front, but that costs to upgrade. And it is a very, very good vehicle. The Harasser is a large dune buddy with a humongous, well not humongous, with a small ballistic M20 gun on the top. It is good for high speeds and getting to places quick and taking out infantry. The Sundra is a humongous truck that travels to places and mobilizes on the ground. Once it mobilized, units can spawn there via the redeploy map. The Lightning is the faster of the two tanks. It is a one-man semi-automatic with 6 rounds in the C-75 Viper gun on top. It is quite good but weak compared to the Vanguard. The Vanguard is a highly armoured all-terrain vehicle with a Titan 150 heat on the top and an M20 ballistic, the same as the Harasser and the Sundra on top. It is a 2-man tank, so you can play with a friend, making it more powerful. I'm not actually going to use the vehicles as that would take too much time. Then we have the aircraft. The aircraft with the new conglomerate are quite bad, to be truthful. You have the Reaver, which is sort of to me like a helicopter. I sort of always thought of it as, but it's not. It's more like a jet. It can hover and it has 2 guns, I do believe, on it. It is very, very good, very fast, quite agile, but I still don't like it. The Liberator is larger, and this is the one that I thought was more like a helicopter. It is good for hovering over bases with multiple people in your vehicle spraying down upon the unsuspecting enemies. You can spawn in the galaxy, but you have to have a special galaxy place which you have to take. I don't use galaxies often, ever really. I've never used one, so I don't quite understand them. They can hold up to 20 units and have 6 guns. They're humongous gunships that are very hard to destroy. I can show you some in a minute. The Vanu have the best things. Instead of the Reaver, they have the Scythe. It is like a mini one-man jet that is very agile and very good. That's basically it for the classes and vehicles. I'll just go and show you the galaxy. If I can. Nah, I won't. Okay, so now we need to get you familiarized with the game itself. Just knowing what to do. No, not knowing what to do, but yet knowing what everything is doesn't help. Amarish is my favourite map of the 3. If we just load in, we should load at the Eastern Warp Gate. The new conglomerate usually spawn at Eastern's warp gates. Let's just have a look. Okay, so here we are at our warp gate. As you can see, we have the warp terminals. These are your infantry terminals used to resupply and change class. These are your tank terminals used for ground vehicles, and these are your air vehicle terminals. Unfortunately, in the game right now, there are no sea vehicles. The water is very poor and does not work very well. In my personal opinion, I think they just couldn't be bothered. So they just released the game early without a damn in the world for the water. I actually don't like water combat. I find it quite stupid, but some people do like it. So if I press M to go to the map, I can redeploy. And in 10 seconds, I will fall on the floor dead. I know what you're thinking. It sounds like a stupid idea, but it's not. Because now I can spawn into the map. This map, we are currently being dominated on by the Vanu. The Vanu will serve as the purple, the new conglomerate will be serving as the blue, and the Terran will be serving as red. Usually the new conglomerate are dominating about this much of the map, but I don't play on this server much. I play on the series server more often as the new conglomerate. As you can see, these are spawn gates. I don't exactly have much to show you right now, so if I just check out the other two maps. There we go, Indar's doing a little bit better. So if I just head over to Indar quickly, because we are doing abysmal on these other two maps, I can show you a little bit more of what the game is like and where to get the action. At the beginning when I was playing this game, there is not much on YouTube to tell you what to do and where to go. So I'm hopefully just going to show you how to get some action in the game and get some kills, rank up and make the game enjoyable. So as you can see, where all these dots are, that is deaths and gunfire. It's action. Usually, below the standard spawns, there would be a reinforcements needed, which is where people need your help attacking or defending bases. So there are three types of bases. You have amp stations. Amp stations, I don't use them very often. They're quite open. They're the same as biolabs, but without the humongous roof on the top. And they are very, very good for defending, whereas attacking is quite difficult on them. Sorry, no, amp stations are quite easy to attack. Sorry, I was thinking of tech plants. Tech plants are mainly used for tanks. They are very, very good at spawning in ground vehicles. Amp stations are to do with mainly engineers. They reduce anything connected via these lines here. The reduction of heat time on the turrets that I showed for the engineer class. That's what they do. I don't know what the tech plants actually do. It just says main battle tank acquisition. Biolabs are the main and greatest places for action. In each map, well, continent, there are only 3 biolabs. On Indar, there is one down here, one over here, and one up here. Right now, there are no battles going on, but they are the best places. They are like the warp gates, but they do have ways in for enemies to intrude, and they are very, very large. There are small ones and big ones. Small ones are quite a bit easier for action. The big ones aren't as fun. I don't know the way to tell the difference. You just have to randomly guess. What they do is, if you have all 3 biolabs, you are dominating the game and you get a ton of bonuses. But they allow for extra health regeneration, which means that when you're down on health, it can help you get back up, where usually you would just be a sitting duck, not able to get up, not able to heal yourself, just in pain. I, for some reason, have no way to spawn anywhere, and everyone seems to be offline on the server. So, you're mainly looking for biolabs to spawn at. If you can get to a biolab, guaranteed kills. Then, make sure you find action like this to get to, and look for symbols of the taking over. So as you can see, there's action down here, action up here, action over here. I can't spawn into any action for some reason right now. Everything seems to be boring, so if I just spawn back here, I should be able to get over to one of the places using a Reaver. I can show off what it's like to you. Before we go over there though, I'm going to show you the menus. First, you have your profile. This is your stats, your leaderboards, your membership, everything about your profile